We've got our balance core mobility happening. So let's start off feet together, big toes and heels touch. And reach those arms back and down, fingers to the ground. And then let's go ahead and reach overhead, palms together. Look at your hands. Close your eyes. Good. Finding your balance. Go ahead and shift your weight to your toes. Shift your weight to your right foot, to your heels. Left foot. I'll mute you guys. Keep going. Right foot. Good. Left foot. Good. Right foot. Toes. Finally, heels. Eyes come open. Bring your arms down. And let's stay here, feet together. We're going to bring this to a chair pose. Reaching those arms overhead. I know it's hard after what we just did. Sitting those hips back into a chair. From here, we're going to reach those arms back like airplane position. And reach your weight onto your toes. Heels come up. Option to close your eyes for 3, 2, 1. Reach those heels back down. Arms come up. Let's go 2 more. Reach for hands come back, airplane, heels up. Can you bring them higher? Option to close your eyes for 3, 2, 1. Bring it back down, arms up. 1 more. Airplane chair, heels up. Option to close your eyes. 3, 2, 1. Bring it all the way up and stand it up. Woo! Little strength builder as well as that balance. Great work. All right. Continuing, let's start off here into a little star position. Reaching those arms overhead. Let's come into a couple of falling stars. Good. Sucking that tummy against your spine. Good. 3 more. 2, 1, hold it, good. Let's take that top arm and leg down, swing them down and around so they come up, forwards, great. From here, let's reach back to a hinge, hold. Arms to a T, and hold, pressing those toes to the ground. Arms forward, palms face each other, hold. Squeeze those glutes tight, back to a T. Back to airplane. Now we're going to land this airplane, bringing your fingers and your toes to the ground at the same time. So nice and slow for 3, 2, 1, land. And then stand it on up. Woo, little controlled strength. That end there. Great work. This is almost old hat for you guys. It's not hard. I love it. You guys have improved a lot. Let's bring those arms out to a star. As we come into our falling star, squeeze. Flex your foot that's up. Squeeze your glutes. Good. I got stalled there for a second. Nice. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Bring that top arm leg down. Swoop it down and around. Bring it up. And reach it back for airplane. Good. Pressing those toes individually into the ground, strengthening the arches. Out to a T, palms down. Good. Out forwards. Good. Back to a T. Really squeeze that core. Glutes are tight. Back to airplane. Good. And we're going to land it. Hands and toes touch the ground at the same time. In 3, 2, 1, land. And up. Woo! Awesome. Practicing makes perfect. Let's bring it back over. All right, we're gonna come into, let's come into a hinge. So forward hinge, arms come back and hold. Good, now you can have your arms back or on your hips or in your chest. We're gonna practice eyes closed. All right, ready? And go ahead and close your eyes for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Open your eyes, step it out. Good. Maybe that was easy, maybe it was hard. It doesn't matter, we just want to practice. Innervating, taking away our visual system, so making our brain and proprioception work together harder. All right, we're gonna do the other leg. So, arm position wherever you'd like, either back or at your chest or on your hips. Come into a hinge. Hold. And closing those eyes for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. And release. And now just kind of think about, how did that feel left to right? We're gonna practice each side one more time. So for me, as soon as I close my eyes on my right side, my foot starts quivering and falling apart. Left side didn't happen. So how is that? How can you help? We can help by practicing. So that's what we're gonna do. One more round. So other leg, arm position where you like, hinge. All right, closing those eyes for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stand it up. And I had a terrible, if you guys are watching, which you weren't, falling all over. It's okay, falling is good. Working our brain. Last one. Good, hinge and hold. And close your eyes for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and up. And release. So fascinating. So as I bring my arms together, much easier. Arms out like airplane, much harder. So finding out those things about yourself and practicing our balance with our proprioception. So good. We're going to bring it down to the ground. Longer core set today, starting with on our back. We're going to go 40 seconds worth, 20 seconds of rest. And we're going to aim for about 3 times through. All right, bicycle crunches here. We're going to pause every 3. So I've been on that kick for the last 2 weeks. So on your back, ready, set, begin. So we're gonna come in 1, 2, pause. 1, 2, pause. Now if you wanna go on your own, that's fine, your own tempo. Just make sure you get a pause in there. Good? Good, we're just about halfway through. Really reaching, twisting, reaching for those ankles. Good. Again, if your low back hurts, kick to the ceiling. If you want more challenge, kick to the floor. 5 seconds, team. 2, 1, rest. However you'd like to rest. Our next set, while you guys are resting, is going to be a plank, cheek to cheek. So, and there's an option if that doesn't feel good. So on our elbows and toes, nice and wide, we're going to dip one hip to the ground. If that doesn't feel good, I want you to dip one knee to the ground. Okay? Ready, set, begin. Okay. Dip, dip, with one knee to the ground or hips. Good. Everybody checking that in. Awesome. No matter who you are, I want that lower abs tight, tuck that tailbone. Okay? All right, 15, we've got 10 seconds to go. If you're dipping to the side, you're gonna need to reposition your feet every couple of times. And rest. Good work. Woo! Next up, bird dogs. Okay, so we're coming the hands into knees. All right, and we're just gonna reach and then switch, okay? So you can go at your own pace, but the idea is a little slower is better. Ready, begin. Reach, good. And we're reaching forwards, not up. Reaching backwards with your feet, not up. Good. We're tying together our hip and our shoulder using the oblique swing, strengthening the back. And for anyone with wrist issues, bring your hands above your shoulders. Take some pressure off of the wrist. 3, 2, and rest. Good work, you guys. So we might make that into more of a crunch for the next round. All right, coming up, another alternating side plank. So on those elbows or hands, toes are apart, twist underneath and alternate. Okay, here we go. Ready? Begin. Elbows or toes, or hands, I mean, and twist. Good, good, good. Good, Marty, good alternate, perfect. Awesome, Michelle. Excellent, you guys. Continue halfway through. Squeeze those glute muscles. Tighten up that core. Push those shoulders away from your ears. 10 seconds. 3, 2, and rest. Good work. Rest, rest, rest. All right, we're gonna head up back through that same set, bicycle crunches. All right, here we go. 1, 2, and pause. Ready? Begin. 1, 2, pause. 1, 2, pause. And again, go at your own pace. If you'd like to pick it up, that's great. Just make sure you get the pause in there. All right, nobody's pulling on their neck. All right, time check, 15 seconds. Time to get tough. Three, 2, 1, and rest. Yes. All right, so plank cheek to cheek or knee pedals. Okay. Either way, we're tucking their tailbones, really being active in our lower abdominal muscles to help support our low back, strengthening both. On our elbows, ready, set, begin. I'm gonna do some knee pedals for the first half, and then I'll switch. Tuck that tailbone. Good, good, good. So we're halfway through. All right, think about your glutes. Are you tightening them up? Squeezing far harder. 3, 2, and last one. Rest. Woo. 40 seconds, starts to get pretty long. Good, we're used to doing 30s, so. All right, guys, bird dogs. Coming up, we're gonna add a crunch underneath our bird dog. So it'll just be a reach, round the spine to crunch, reach, and switch. Go ahead and begin. Bird dog, crunch, reach, and switch. Bird dog, crunch, reach, switch. Good. Nice work. Excellent, everybody, you guys are looking awesome. Good, you can bring your hands ahead of your shoulders, taking some power off the wrist, and rest. Woo! Okay. All right, guys, so alternating side plank, we're gonna add, so Marty will have you do this instead of, and that is overhead, and then alternate. Overhead. Now you can do this on your hands or your elbows, you decide. All right, so ready, set, and begin. So we're gonna come overhead, reach, and switch. Overhead, reach, and switch. Good. Good. All right, if overhead doesn't feel great, you could add that underneath instead. Overhead, reach. Good. Final one, and rest. Woo, 2 times through with all those shoulders. I know you guys are kicking into second gear right here. Okay, final round, team. We're gonna kick it down to 30 seconds so we finish on time. All right, ready, bicycle crunches with a pause. Get set, begin. Here we go. Crunch, crunch, pause. Good. You guys, I'm super stoked. We have hit a little bit more with our core in a different fashion. Good, a little more endurance. Woo, 10 seconds to go. 5 seconds to go. And rest. Woo! Alrighty. Our rest is a little shorter too, sorry. It's only 15 seconds. All right, so plank, knee pedal, or hips to dip. 3, 2, 1, begin. Woo! Hips to dip. Woo! Halfway through. Good, tucking that tailbone. I'm gonna do some knee pedals to finish it off. And 3, 2, 1, and rest. Oh man, we're all feeling it, I know. Bird dog with a crunch to finish it off. Okay, second to last one. Ready, set, begin. Reach, crunch, reach, switch, reach, crunch, reach, switch. I'm gonna add a little more time for my crunch. I'm gonna hold and then reach, switch. Good, reach, crunch, and reach, switch. Good work, team. 10 seconds to push. And last one, rest. Final, final. Alternating side plank on your hands or your elbows, your choice. Option to reach overhead as well. Ready, set, begin. Side reach. Woo, that's targeting our obliques as well as our glutes. And then up in the shoulders, the serratus anterior. Woo, lots of shoulder stability. Oh no, 10 seconds. Not even halfway. 5 seconds. And rest. Woo, baby. Let's stay right here. Hips on your heels, knees apart, toes to touch. Child's pose for those shoulders. Walk those hands away. You could descend your forehead or nose to the ground. Ooh, big deep breath. Good. If you're like me and sweating a ton, it's a little hard. You keep going. Let's slowly walk our hands off to the left for a lateral spine stretch. Back through center, slowly, with care, walk your hands to the right. Back to the center. And now lay your arms down to the ground, elbows down, clasp your hands together. And in this position, gently draw your thumbs to the back of your neck for a little deeper upper back stretch. You could walk your elbows forward if you need more stretch. And release. One more here. Keep those hips low. Slide your left arm beneath your right arm, left shoulder and left ear to the ground. Inhale deep. And exhale, relax your shoulder, relax your neck. And switch sides. Other shoulder and other ear to the ground. Inhale deep. Exhale, relax your neck, relax your jaw. Relax your face. Hand back through center. One more. Walk it up. Woo! Big stretch there for the hips and the back. Let's come here to a kneeling lunge. So we'll just hit, kind of work your way to tabletop. Bring in your right leg forward. If your knee needs it, you could grab a pillow. I'm gonna grab a pillow for my back knee. And kneeling lunge. Bring both hands to the front knee and gently press towards straight. So big stretch in the front of the hip and a bit of a stretch in the lower back. And good. Now let's take, with your right leg forward, take your left arm overhead and reach across over your right shoulder. Option to take your right hand to the ground or just press it against your side if you can't hit the ground. Big psoas and hip flexor stretch. Option to look behind you. 3, 2, and rest. Come on back to center. Switch sides. Woo! All right. Clasp those hands in the front knee and gently press towards straight. Again, big stretch in the front of the hip. Nice. So Marty, make sure your knee's over your foot. Like move your foot forward a little more. There you go. Good. And from there, your left leg forward, reach your right arm overhead and across. You can bump your hips over to the right. Option to reach for the ground. And final push, you can look over your shoulder. For me, that hits like the final push in my hip. I look around. 3, 2, and rest. Woo! Let's lay on our back again. We're gonna do an old favorite, the banana stretch, because we're in the shape of a banana. So if you're on your mat, bring your feet to the left corner, bring your hips alongside the right side of your mat, and then lay down. But now you're gonna shimmy your shoulders back to the left. Arms come overhead, elbow in each hand. Shoulders stay flat on the ground. And feel a nice deep stretch all the way up and down that right side. Breathing, expanding your ribs. One more big breath. Slowly come out of it. And we're gonna do the other side. So you can just walk your hips to the left side, walk your feet to the right. I like to cross my feet, but you don't have to. And then shimmy. Elbow in each hand. And deep breath. As we finish this deep breath here, bring your mind to one intention you're gonna make right here to allow you to win this week. Maybe it's one thing you've put off doing, or one thing you just really want to get done, or one self-care item, but one way you're going to win the rest of this week. And I want you to make it happen. Come on back through center. Oh, that was awesome. Good, and we'll finish here for our glutes. Right ankle over the left knee. Draw your knee to your chest. Try to keep your shoulders on the ground. Hips on the ground. I like to try to roll my tailbone down towards the ground. I get a deeper stretch in my hip. Gently switch legs here. Go ahead and switch. Final stretch here as you make that intention of winning your week. And release. All right, you guys, thank you so much for bringing that energy to class. That was fantastic.